What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, I am Charlie P, and I'm back with another video. The reason why I haven't been posting a lot lately is because I've been on a journey of basically finding myself, finding a good career, and, trying to be a better provider for my family. This video is for the reason why I quit my 9 to 5 and became a truck driver. I'm not going to disclose what company I'm working for now. I'm gonna save that for another video. I'm gonna drop down all the training process and places where I'm going, where I went, where I've been, and et cetera, and et cetera. I'm gonna save that for another video. And y'all gonna have to bear with me because I'm recording this off my phone, which most of my videos off my phone, but I'm gonna be editing off my phone because I don't have no my laptop with me. So you just got to bear with me. All right. So the reason why I quit my job. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rewind that back. Who I am. My name is Charles. For the ones that don't follow me or haven't been following me, or you may just clicked on this video. My name is Charles. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. This YouTube channel has been clearly for the classic car that I won that I was gonna build, but I'm gonna save that for another day. But yeah, I'm just on this journey of finding myself, being a better provider, being a better husband, and trying to maximize my potential. So that's me, pretty chill, family man, husband. I love my wife, beautiful son. Been married, 2 years, going on 3, been together almost 5, so. But back to the title, the reason why I quit my 9 to 5. So my 9 to 5 was I was working for AT&T. I was a wire technician. Actually, I learned about this job from my brother-in-law. He was actually doing the job. He moved up the corporate ladder and, went that way, and it's a pretty physical job. You gotta use your mind, your body, you gotta use everything. So starting out, I think I started this job in 2021, April of 2021. It was cool, made pretty good money, This job, I was able to take my wife on plenty of trips, have a wedding, honeymoon, et cetera, a lot of things. But it was time to move on. Really, it's been time. So wire technician is you installing the internet to the houses. That's pretty much all it was. You running lines to house and going under crawl spaces, climbing poles, gaffing poles, in all type of inclement weather, rain, sleet, snow, whatever, you was out there. And I feel like about 2022, I got married in October, and I feel like by the beginning of 2023, I was ready to, move up the ladder. Because I never knew I could even make the potential of what I was even making. Where I come from, I just thought I was just going, just be a dude that's just making it by and whatnot. But sadly, not the case. I met my wife, and hey, I'm doing pretty well. So, doing pretty well. The job was cool. But yeah, by 2023, I was starting to get a little like, I want something different. Like I'd say about a year and a half took me to learn the job. About 2 years in, I was pretty good. In 2023, I was like, okay, I'm doing this in my sleep now at this point. And I hate the cold. So I always told my wife I wanted to quit before it got cold. So I'm trying. I think I filled out like maybe 80 applications, which my brother-in-law told me the way I'm gonna have to move up, which is hard now because it doesn't settle, but like COVID kind of placed a lot of jobs and people was able to move around pretty easy around that time because I'm not saying they wasn't looking for qualifications, but they was just basically it was easy to get by. So I tried, applied for like 80 jobs. I only had one interview. And they ended the interview. And I was like, all right. So I was disappointed, but I kept it moving. I ain't, dwell on it. And I was just like, all right. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, I'm trying to find something else, man. But this job paid real well. So, I mean, they pay well enough where you're not gonna find another job paying that unless you got some type of certification, CDL, college degree. You wasn't finna make, I think I was making close to like 60K a year. You wasn't finna make that out the gate nowhere on no entry level, and they knew that. So a lot of people used to quit, then come back, and they used to be like, tell people, yeah, people quit, people gonna always come back. And it was like, since I was there, it was like 2 dudes quit and came back. So I was like, I didn't really talk to nobody there, but I was just plotting on my exit, just telling my wife, man, I'm sick of this. When I quit, I want to quit right before the winter time. I want to quit right before the winter time. And I'm like, man, I'm looking for jobs. I'm looking for this. So they basically, they unionized. They unionized. They got the CWA union. So it was the contract year. So sure enough, they was excited and stuff. I'm at this older black lady house in Nashville in this predominantly black area called Bordeaux. And I was helping them out with their cable. I get a call, they say, we on strike. Bring your truck in, turn the keys in, turn everything in. I'm like, dang. So I was trying to help them out. I was like, man, I ain't gonna do y'all like it because we finna go on strike. I said, we probably gonna be on strike for like a week. Cause my brother-in-law, he was there when they went on the last strike. It lasted for like 4 days. So I was like, all right. I said, I'm gonna try my best, but they got U-verse. U-verse is trash. U-verse, they really need to get rid of it, but I understand the old people, they don't want to get rid of it. It was ragged. I got like one TV up. I said, look, I can't get it up. I gotta leave. Cause I overstayed like 30, 45 minutes. So when I got back to the shop, I was the last person there. And it was one of the union dudes thought that he was going to, he talking about he was going to hunt me down. He thought I was going to be a scab and all. I'm like, man, look, I got a family to feed. But I'm going with the flow. I'm like, okay, we all with it. Shit, I'll take a couple of days off. I ain't tripping. I wasn't hurting to a point where a couple of days would have hurted me. You know what I'm saying? So so we all, okay, it's going on 3 days, So they doing a little union meeting, everybody talking about we're gonna fight. Like they talking about they ready to be out of work for a whole year. Like they talking about they ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, Lord have mercy. And I'm like, you feel me? They was fighting for. I'm gonna tell you that. So the job, it wasn't $30. It was topped out at like $28. But with that job, you used to get a lot of overtime. You could get a lot of overtime, and I used to get a lot of overtime. I used to run up a mean bag. I used to finesse. I used to run up a mean bag. But they slowly started cutting that out, I guess, due to they knew the strike was gonna come and people was gonna want more money. So so it's like 5 days now. 5 days, ain't nobody hearing nothing. They talking about AT&T ain't trying to work with us and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So I got a little temp job. Man, I was unloading trailers, like boxes, I'm talking about. And that motherfucker was only paying, bro, I swear, I think it was only paying like $14. I did that shit for like a day and a half. And this white dude got mad because he was like, yeah, I'm moving like a grandma. I'm like, man, bro, I'm not a slave. I'm taking my time. I don't give a fuck because I'm like, shit, we finna go back to work. I called my wife on my Apple Watch because they basically had a phone. So that dude got mad. He went on another trailer by himself and they thought I was finna unload this trailer by myself. I called my wife. I said, they think I'm finna unload this trailer by myself. I said, they bullshit. And she was like, what? She said, man, come on home. So I was like, all right. Sorry, them people out there. So she was like, come on home. I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm finna come home. I walked out. Next day, the temp agency was calling me like, where you at, where you at, where you at? And I'm like, I ain't answering. It was Cracker Barrel too. So I quit that shit. They only gave me like $300 a week. So then the union paid me one time. So they paid everybody one time. So, you know, I was going out there on the picket line. Like I went out there like twice for the first week, and then they gave a nigga, you know, a good amount like at the end that week of what we worked before we went on strike, and then plus the money that they gave us, you know, it basically calculated as our check, you know. So I was straight. And then it's like the next following, you know, weeks, it's like, all right, now you're trying to, you know, gotta make you some money. And then I was like, okay, I wasn't making no money there. I'm trying to find like little valet jobs. I'm trying to get jobs where like I can get tips, you know, work third shift downtown Nashville. I'm like, I know I can make $20 an hour and get tips all night, make about $100 and some, $200 some dollars in tips. So I'm like, wasn't nobody hiring me. Like, so I was like, man, me and my wife sat down. She was like, because I always, actually in 2020 when we met, I was gonna do trucking, but she was like, no, because we won't be able to build a bond and stuff like that. So, you know, I thought about her. At the same time, I know most dudes would be like, she don't put her before the money or whatever the case may be. I was making money. I had them racks when we met, so it wasn't like I was hurting for money. It was just that I was just trying to be more greedy. But so she was like, you need to go to trucking school, go and do what you was gonna do. I was like, man, hell yeah. So I basically called up, I hit my brother. My brother went to trucking school, but he got his class B, I got a class A. I called up the trucking school that he went to. I said, man, how can I, cause I emailed them before, but I think I was trying to get a class B. In class B, they basically got like appointments and stuff like, or when you can come, but class A, they was like letting people in every week. So I called him, I was like, man, I'm trying to come to the school. You know, I need to fly for the loan, cause you know, I ain't had 6 bands, you know, to drop on that. Definitely, and if I did, not for that, you know what I'm saying? I took it a little long. So she was like, oh, you just gotta come up here, you fill out the paperwork, the loan, and blah, 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 you can get started the next following week. So they was trying to start me. So I called them like on a weekday. They was trying to get me started. I went in that Friday. They was trying to get me to start that Monday. And I was like, no. I said, that's too soon. No, actually, I take it a lot back. I'm thinking way ahead. So they was like, you can start that Monday. I was like, yeah. So I started that Monday, and it was my wife's birthday. My wife was hot. But I was like, look, you want me to wait a whole nother week? Hey, I gotta get the moving, because they ain't telling us when they finna stop this strike or nothing. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go to trucking school. I was like, if it ain't in trucking school, oh well, so be it. So I went to trucking school, and then so I was in there the first week. First week you getting your permit and stuff, and then about the second week of school, I had to, cause I tried to get my permit that Friday, but apparently I didn't have my birth certificate. I went to this small town. They was, you know, so I was like bumping. So I went to the city, DMV, and it was packed, but I had the birth certificate. I had to call my pops up and get the birth certificate. Then I ain't even need it. So the day I'm going in there to get my permit, they text and said, oh, we back to work. I'm talking about we've been out of work for a whole month. And what really made me mad definitely is because they didn't want to pay me no more money. So you got paid a week on strike pay. But I'm trying to, you know, I'm finessing, trying to get money and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I got the time my son was like 6 months old. So I'm like, hey, I can't be playing. And then the money they was giving us each week wasn't even really talking about nothing. But I'm like, you know, it's still money they was gonna pay me. So I went up there to the picket line. I tried to get my money. They said, you ain't been here, you ain't finna get your money. So I said, I snapped. I snapped on everybody, snapped on the group chat, snapped on the whole union. They were full of shit. I ain't gonna lie. I never sign up for a union again, ever. And so then after that, I was like, fuck them. So then as soon as they said they went back, I waited till everybody went to work. After I got my permit, I told my wife, I said, look, I'm finna turn their phone in, finna turn all their shit in, turned all that in quick. It had all of them spooked, because that's the thing, at that job, a lot of people be talking when they finna quit. See, me, I knew I wanted to quit, but I don't open my mouth. I just stay to myself. And that's what people, they want to be my friends, but at the same time, they didn't like me because I never told my business. And so I quit, and then I had this old head that I don't really fuck with. He really a rat. He tried to get me fired, but he tried to play cool. He called me, talking about, man, don't quit. And I'm like, man, you know what? Hung up. I just told the guys that I mess with, I said, hey, it was fun working with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I said, but I'm out this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, and then that's so crazy is, basically that happened in September, so I basically quit right before the wintertime hit. And my wife was like, ain't you happy you quit for the wintertime? So I quit there. I finished my own trucking school, and you gotta take a pre-trip test, a road test, and a maneuvering test. So I scheduled my test, got through all my 180 hours, got through my test and all that, and then I failed the pre-trip. And I had the option, the part A, which is the front of the truck, which is easy, but I like part B, the side of the truck and the trailer, you know what I'm saying? But so only reason why I failed is because I didn't say when the governor kicked off. But you know, them school trucks is raggedy, so I was trying to go through the motion. I wasn't trying to forget nothing. I was trying to pass it the first go around. I didn't say the governor went off and he said, you sure you done? Because I told him I was done. I said, yeah. And I waited for him, and I was like, hold up, I'm forgetting something. So I'm trying to, I really didn't know, you know, to pump the brakes to bring the air pressure down and let it build up. I'm just like, I don't know. So I'm revving up the gas, doing the opposite. Revving the gas up is building the air pressure. So I said, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep sitting here. And he said, what you feel? I was like, all right, cool, bet. I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. I was hard to call my wife. I was sick because I'm like, man, I'm putting my all into it at this time. You know, I ain't got no job. But I'm finessing, getting money. I don't know how I was doing it, but God was looking out for me. Hey, I was coming through. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through every time. So then they said, all right. So I think it was on a Friday. He said, all right. And I was fucked up about it because I had to basically dwell on it the whole weekend. They didn't have another test till like Tuesday or Wednesday, so I had to wait the whole weekend and sit at the house because basically I couldn't go to the school because I was doing my hours. So I seen it. Then I went up there for the school to take it again. The maneuvers I wasn't worried, road tests I wasn't worried. It was just that pre-trip. I was like, man, sure enough, they gave me the whole truck. But some told me they was gonna do it, so I was at the school studying the whole truck the whole day until my test. My test was like sometime lunchtime or something like that, noon, studying the whole truck. As soon as he told me I had the whole truck, I said, bet. I just went over this morning about 4 or 5 times. Passed the flying colors. Passed that, did the maneuvers, passed that. So the job I'm at now, I applied for, they wasn't trying to basically get me in until December. And I wanted to go to one job, which I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say that in the next video. But I mean, one trucking company, but they ain't had no good jobs. But my homeboy there right now though, and he basically got me on where I'm at. So I was like, shit, hey, fuck it. They was the only ones really sounding good. I mean, there was other companies, but that was willing to take me in right then and there, which I needed to. So they took me in, so I accepted it. He said, if everything you pass it, just go upstairs and hit up. I forgot dude's name. He's like, hit him up. I said, all right. So I hit him up. He said, bet. He gave me the lady number. The lady called me literally like 2 hours. I'm at the house. The lady called me. All right, here go orientation. We're gonna need you down here at this time, blah, blah, blah. And then you can fly or catch the bus. But if you catch the bus, it's free. If you fly there, they only gonna reimburse you $200. So my cheap ass done rode the bus. Bro, that bus was like 18 hours. I got on the bus at 8 o'clock, didn't get where I'm at till 6 in the morning. I said, never again. I don't care how much a plane ticket costs. And then they did end up reimbursing people money back, but I thought they was playing because it's just, I ain't gonna lie, I see a lot of reviews they be playing. I heard they be playing, so I was like, you know what? I just know next time. But to say all that to say this, the reason I basically quit the AT&T is because I was sick and tired of the job. There was no room for growth. I wasn't gonna get nowhere. It's been guys. It was like 3 guys that's basically been there for 10 years, and they went nowhere. They still in the same boat. Now, if you a young dude, I'll say this: if you like 21, 22, 20, if you under 25 years old, that job you gonna see you making 60,000, fam. You'll be able to get you a cat in your own spot. I say that job, you gonna run across a lot of women. If you young, you gonna run across a lot of women. You gonna be able to have a lot of money. Now time is here. You just gonna have to get in there and figure it out. Cause I eventually learned how to finagle my way. But yeah, you'll be able to get you that sports car, that condo, and you feel me. You can do your thing. I ain't gonna lie, as a young dude. But if you trying to build something, have a family, that ain't the job. I'ma just be real. Jobs ain't what it used to be. It ain't like how back in the day niggas get pensions and stuff like that. So I just needed room for growth. Like I can become a lease owner. I'm a company right now because I'm in training, but I can become a lease. I can become an owner op. I can, I can become a tanker. I can do a lot. So, I just need to get in a place where basically my growth is not stunted, and basically it's just I can just reach for the stars type. If you're a man, you'll understand. You'll feel me. But yeah, AT&T was no room for growth. I didn't really care for the union. AT&T wasn't that bad as a company. I'm gonna just be real. It's just that the labor of the work will make you mad and make you hate the job, but it's just what you signed up for. I just didn't like that union. I wouldn't recommend CWA to nobody. Do not join that union. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. All thing they gonna do is do your write-ups in half. That's all they're gonna do. You get a write-up for 6 months, they're gonna cut it down to 3 months. You get a write-up for a year, they're gonna cut it down to 6 months. That's all they gonna do. They can't do nothing. Them unions, I don't know if y'all look on the news, them unions, man, these companies finna start building robots and shit. But that job, AT&T, a robot can't do that job. I'm just be real. But I wouldn't dare mess with no union no more. But I always wanted to do trucking. I always loved to drive. When I met my wife, I was driving box trucks. So, and that job didn't pay me well, but it was cool. It was a cool schedule. I used to work just Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I had Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday off. But I worked like 15-hour days. No, I ain't gonna say 15, because about 15 hours. I'll say that because I was getting it in. But hey, I was cool with it. I was able to see my wife damn near every day. But I know she loved it. But yeah, AT&T, it wasn't that bad. If you young, if you under 25, go be a wide tech. You'll be straight. But trucking, I always wanted to do trucking. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared of the 18-wheeler part. I think I was gonna get a Class B, like drive dump trucks. But since I took a risk, basically quitting my job with a whole family, I just went for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? I just went for the gusto. So if you have any questions, concerns, you can down below leave a comment. Let me know your journey, why you quit your job, or tell me something about trucking that I don't know. You can enlighten me. But I'm gonna drop another video on. I'm gonna drop another video on the company I'm working for, the company that I wanted, and what's my plans or whatnot. Maybe I'll tell you my plans. I don't know, but you get the picture. So yeah, just follow me. My Instagram name is RoadRunnerCP, RoadRunnerCP615. That's my Instagram. That's a new Instagram actually. I really don't be on it honestly, but you can subscribe to my channel. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the same name. My name, I am Charlie P. I might just keep it there. I mean, it ain't bad, but follow my YouTube, like the video, comment, leave whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Just don't leave nothing negative. I'm on a new journey. It actually is December 31st. And I'm dropping this video January 1st. So I'm on some new and better things. I'm trying to elevate, trying to be consistent on this YouTube, show my trucking career, walk out through the process with me. And if you, if I seem interesting to you, just subscribe. You know, I plan on probably doing another video of the company I'm with probably tomorrow, because it will be New Year's. I won't be doing nothing. I'm in the hotel right now. So I'll probably record that video January 1st, but I probably won't upload it maybe January 2nd or January 3rd, or maybe the weekend. That's when I'll probably upload it. And it'll be what, January 4th. I may upload it then, maybe sooner. Who knows? But I appreciate y'all for watching, staying, listening to me saying, why did I quit my 9 to 5? So yeah, that's the reason why I quit my 9 to 5.